What's up, everybody? It's Encore Up Radio, and we are back after a week hiatus. I'm Richard Mannion, and alongside me, like always, my producer and puppet master, Jason Conley. Is that okay? You like that intro?
Puppet Master's pretty good for me.
Yeah, we're trying to get you a cool nickname.
Hey, I wore the jacket. I don't want to talk.
No, you're looking good, sharp.
Thank you.
Also joining us today, we got a special guest who's going to be dropping by from time to time. He's famous. I would call him the Sears Tower of the adult entertainment industry.
Oh, yeah.
Would that be a good way to describe how big he is around here?
Yeah, that's right.
He actually has nothing to do with the adult entertainment industry.
No.
He's a good friend of ours. We call him the Don Shaniels. Don, how you doing?
I'm good. It's good to be here. It's good to be
glad
here.
to have you.
I'm glad to be a part of it.
I think what we're gonna have Mr. Don Shaniels be doing for us is just chiming in from time to time, telling us a little bit about the artists. He's doing a little research on the side. Might give us some fun facts on social media throughout the week or day, but he's having trouble right now. He's looking at me, shaking his head.
I perused a lot of Reddit this week, and
Not much going on.
I got like 2 stories, so
Well, that's all right.
We'll see what we can do.
He got stuck on Gone Wild.
Ooh, Sears Tower.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, as I said, it is week 3.
Yes! Again! That's a 3! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me!
Honestly, we never thought we'd make it to week 3.
Quite the accomplishment.
After week 2, Jason thought it'd be a great idea to take a 8-day vacation in California. How was it?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. 9 people, 5 kids, and a 15-passenger
You
van.
drove the whole way.
It was a great idea. Every single kid puked, and it smelled amazing.
Yeah, that's no good when you get the stomach bug on the family vacay.
Oh yeah, it was awful. They did better than I thought they would, but everybody got sick, so it was.
You were one of the lucky ones though, and you did not.
Yeah, out of 11 of us, only 2 of us didn't get sick, so it was something. You know, you never want to get sick on vacation, but yeah, it was what it was. It was still fun.
What'd you do down there?
We did a little bit of skiing. We got a cabin in the mountains. Basically hung out, played a little pitch.
Nice. Yeah, I know. You called me twice trying to figure out the rules.
I forget the rules. Every time I play pitch, it's like a late night drunken thing with friends, and I forget the rules, so I always call Richard.
You
You got like 10, 13.
But yeah,
10 points is the
10
only way to go.
Okay.
and Google's hard when you're, a few drinks.
It's hard to push that play button
Right.
and type it out
I'll
properly.
tell you what, listening to this right now, some people on the weekends like to go out, hit the club scene, catch some good shows, but when you're really doing it right, it's a late night of card playing pitch, boys.
That's right.
Well, I didn't do much while you were gone. I worked. That was pretty awesome. Celebrated a few birthdays. As I said at the end of last show, we were celebrating my son's first birthday. That was pretty fun. We had the family over.
I didn't get invited.
You didn't.
No.
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's all right.
You didn't make
Kids,
the cut.
man.
You
Yeah.
didn't make the
It's a rough
cut.
list.
I asked him. Your
It's
name
tough.
was not on the list.
That's all right.
Well, we want to go over our thoughts on the show so far before we get into our great lineup this week. We're 3 weeks in, and I think we've said it before, but people don't realize how hard it is to put together a show. And I know when you're driving in the morning, it's like, oh, I could do that. I could talk on radio. It's easy. There's nothing to it. But when you really do it, I mean, you critique yourself so much. Like even right now as we're doing this, I'm like, should we just stop and start over? I mean, let's just start over right now.
I had to tell Richard to stop watching our YouTube video because it was inflating our count. And I wanted to know how many people were actually watching us.
And that would be 2.
The other 100 were Richard refreshing.
I'm trying to critique myself. But we're trying to make it not so scripty. We want it to kind of just be off the cusp. Our natural self, we feel we're more funnier that way.
So I'll be cussing a lot more.
Yes, we have, Sean, the rules are on the show. You get 3 S words and 2 female dogs. If you drop the F-bomb, you're out of here, man. Trying to keep it PG-13.
Right, PG-13.
Maybe almost an R rating, but we're trying to keep in that, if my son walks downstairs, I don't want him to learn too many new words. So
He already knows those, though, doesn't he?
yeah.
I mean, for the most part.
Everything.
Yeah.
Previous shows, Jason will be posting on Spotify all of our former artists. There'll be a playlist on there, and I I want everyone to go back and listen. If you've been following the show, go back, support them. We've got some really great bands that we've had on and great ones for the future. So check them out. It's really cool. It's just great music, and we want to get more and more on here. So, Jason, you'll be starting that this week, correct?
Yeah, I got the playlist created, and I'll put the link up on the website as soon as we post show number 3.
All right. And last, before we get to the music, we want to recap what we are trying to do here with Encore Up. Encore Up Radio is a small part of a bigger picture. Jason and his guys are working on a website that is Encore Up. That's what Encore Up is. It's this website that is out there to promote independent artists. We're talking about people who are not heard on the radio every day, not signed. We want them to come to the site, and we're going to help do the legwork. Nowadays, everyone watches The Voice. They watch American Idol. They watch X Factor. And you see these shows, and it's showing, the way to make it these days as you go on these shows, and you win it, and then all of a sudden you become famous or you make the top 5 or 10. But there are thousands and thousands of artists out there who have to grind it out. They have to look for shows. They have to look for ways to get their music out there and find venues to play. And that is what Encore Up is going to be. We want to be a site where you come and we match you up with venues and get your music out there. We want to do the legwork for you, make it easier. And that is what we're pushing for. How did that sound, Jason?
That was perfect, man. The only thing that you might add is just the main part besides the venue matching is going to be just the set of tools to get you from step 0 to step 100.
And the reason it's taking a while is because you are trying to make it user friendly. We have looked at other sites, we're not going to lie, but we find that it's kind of difficult to navigate, and you're trying to make it very user friendly for our artists to use.
Yeah, we're going artist centric instead of consumer centric, so it should be fun.
So we will definitely be letting you know when that's launching, and I know they're working hard on it. So let's get to the artists this week. We've had a long start of the show here. Let's get to what we're about, and that's the music. Every week we're finding those new bands. We're not playing the same 10 every hour you're hearing on the radio. We want to get that new stuff out there. So this week we've got 4 new artists again. I think that's what we've been hitting every week. We have to start it off, we're going to have the group Meadowlark, followed by Chelsea Lanks, Craig McKibbins after her, and then to end it tonight is a group called the Eden Project. So we're going to start it off with Meadowlark, and their lead singer is Kate McGill. And I don't know if you guys know who Kate McGill is, but her kind of claim to fame was on YouTube. She would sing cover songs of famous songs out there on the radio right now. And I looked her up right before we just recorded this, and she has 160,644 subscribers. So what we're asking is just for, a couple of those subscribers to move over and support Kate on Encore Up Radio. In 2013, though, she formed the group Meadowlark with Daniel Bradley and Carl Jones. So up next is Meadowlark with Eyes Wide.
Wake up, your heart is heavier today. Can you feel it? Keep your eyes wide for fear of being led astray. Oh, it hurts to love you. When you open your eyes wide, you're not sleeping on the other side. Your life's gone, your heart's tired. You're not sleeping on the other side. Don't think, don't fight. You're reminiscing us away. By the minute, leave yesternight. Obey the sound of yesterday. Oh, it hurts to love you. Oh, it hurts to love you. to wake you up. Oh, I'd love to wake you. I'd love to wake you up. When you open your eyes wide, you're not sleeping on the other side. Your eyes gone and your heart's tired. You're not sleeping on the other side. And don't you know you're lying? And don't you know you're lying? 'Cause in our sleep we started talking. I lost my mind. And don't you know you're lying? And don't you know 'cause in our sleep we started talking. I'd love to wake you. I'd love to wake you up.
Jason found them. I'm going to give you credit, man. Usually I like to take the credit for finding the bands. You found them. I really like their sound. She can sing. I mean, it's no wonder she was popular on YouTube. Don. Oh, man. Gotta got anybody radio name.
Well, you already messed up once,
Don
actually.
Shaniels. Did I really?
Yeah.
What people don't know is that's my nickname I gave you from a long time ago. We're not going to go into it. What'd you think of her
Oh, she was good.
as a listener?
Oh, she's good. I mean, she's got a good style. I like the way she comes off. Just nice vocals. Good. Good. Just kind of background. The way that their background music works. I mean, she's good.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
like it.
song. Great song. It was a great find, Jason. I'm giving you props, man. That's your group right there.
That's you. That's
You
all it is.
can follow Meadowlark on Facebook. Obviously, just go up to the search bar, type in Meadowlark, Meadowlark Official. And also on Twitter, they're at Meadowlark HQ. We follow them. We follow every band that we get to let us play their music. They're really great. I think they have big things coming. Like I said, she was a big hit with her solo stuff, singing cover songs, and I think this group has the potential to really take off. So, again, we thank you for letting us play your song, and we love it. Right there, Don Shaniels.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Giving it the Don Shaniels stamp of approval.
Definitely a thumbs up.
That's
I
right.
love it.
Up next, kind of a funny story how we came across our next artist. Jason was on Twitter. And man, is this 2 in a row I'm giving you?
I'm good for something sometimes.
Ooh.
Rarely.
Jason was on Twitter, and we came across this next artist. Her name is Chelsea Lanks. We've been trying to dig some stuff up on her. I've been having trouble finding it. Sean has came across some info. So
Pulling through, man.
pulling through, and I did it again. Don Shaniels.
Don Shaniels.
Listen, don't give it up.
I'm
Don't give
not.
it up. Let's stick to that Don
by
thing.
the end of the show,
Don't give it up.
It's gonna be your radio name. What'd you find for us, buddy?
All right. Well, first I went to Facebook and looked around there. We couldn't find a lot, so did a little looking around. Went to a couple different websites. Eventually found her on Time Magazine, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, she had a little news story on Time Magazine. Found out, she's from Texas originally, moved to Nashville, and then now she's at L.A., and she has really started to take, just her music by storm as of late. Really the last couple of years. She went back. She's had a music video lately back in Nashville. She did that out there, but she lives in L.A. now, and so she's been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of her, let's see, she has been doing some covers, and then she's started to do her own singles now, so her own music as well. So she's got a mixture of both. Being on Time Magazine.
Oh, that's a
and-
big
and their
accomplishment.
their website.
That's a huge accomplishment.
If you've gotten that far, you're right there. So we're very lucky to have her on the show, honestly.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
And I can imagine with Jason's writing background, he's definitely got the professionalism to be a writer in Time Magazine, because after his Twitter conversations with her that I believe you said could you please DM us so we can beg you to let us play your music? She was very nice and said yes.
It works every time, 60% of the time.
smooth talking right there, buddy.
I did get an exclamation point out of her. So
and she favorited it.
I took some lessons from your Facebook messages.
Pretty much it sounds like we all pretty much stalked her. At least Jason and I.
Well,
we pretty much stalked her. So that's...
It was borderline, but we're giving up.
Right.
We were told
right.
to cease and desist.
So up next is Chelsea Lanks with a cover of Motley Crue with the song Too Young to Fall in Love.
You say our love is like dynamite. Open your eyes, it's like fire and ice. Well, you're killing me. Your love's a guillotine. Why don't you just set me free? Run for the hills, we're both sinners and saints. Not a woman but a whore, I can taste the hate. Now I'm killing you, watch your face turning blue. Not yet a man, just a punk in the street. Too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young. You say our love is like dynamite. It's no surprise you've got one-way eyes. Well, you're killing me. Your love's a guillotine. Not yet a man, just a punk in the street. Too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young. Too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young. Too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love, too young to fall in love. I'm too young, I'm too young.
I'm pretty sure you cut in at the end of that song.
Whatever.
Whatever.
We'll cut that out later.
Yeah, we will. Chelsea Lanks again with the Motley Crue cover, Too Young to Fall in Love. And I'm going to be honest, I like hers better.
I do too.
I mean, it's good. I like the song.
I like
It's
it.
great.
I like it.
I'm really looking forward to hearing more of her stuff. As you said, she's really picking up.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, you can follow Chelsea on Twitter at Chelsea Lanks. That's CHELSEALANKES. And on Facebook, you can search her at Chelsea Lanks Music. Pretty simple, easy to follow. Again, we have her on our Twitter account as well. If you just go there, you can find all the artists. Pretty easy to do. Before we move to the next artist, kind of talk a little more about how we've moved the show a little. And Jason's, I think, a little bitter about it.
This is a long ways for me to drive compared to my basement.
That is true. We have moved the show to my my domain, my man cave. It's a man cave.
Yeah.
It's got a bar, a lounge.
Yeah,
man,
I
this
do.
is-
I do want to take the
high
camera
class.
around. We're going to take it around one week when we get it set up a lot nicer. And we've got a bar, a nice big lounge couch. You know, we're hoping to really take off and have people come in, play some live music. And we've got a great area for them over here to relax. Got a big projector screen TV to watch while they're listening to us ramble.
Random toys everywhere,
Yeah,
too.
hey.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's distracting. though.
So Jason will be making the drive now. And I
Every
love
week?
it. I love it.
You can do that every
week,
Oh,
man.
yeah, why not? I love driving. It's my thing.
It gives us a reason to hang out.
We can go eat at restaurants more. Yeah.
I think
You can
Richard-
come over and just eat my pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can split a piece.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
So, restaurants. I've got a great story. So last week we were handing out the movie gift cards to 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, that's right.
And we had a success at the movie theater, pulling up to people and asking. They were really, really great responses, and they even followed us. So that was even better. But so I tried to pull up to a restaurant, a fast food chain. I won't name it. It's very popular.
It's very,
Very
very
popular.
popular.
Wow, let's give it
Yeah.
away, guys.
Well, regardless, I pull up to the drive-thru and I get the great greeting, you know, welcome to such and such. How may I help you? And I kindly say, I don't need anything. Right there, I'm thinking, man, she's got to be thinking, you don't need anything? But then I go, but would you like to win free movie passes to 50 Shades of Grey? And so I think I caught her off guard. She's like, And so I continued. I said, all you have to do is answer 2 of the next 3 questions correctly, and you can win free movie passes. And I've been lining these questions up, man. I was ready to ask. I was nervous pulling up to the window, and so I finally get up there, and I do it.
It's like junior
And
high all
it
over again.
is.
Yeah, it's like junior high.
Sure enough, all of a sudden, the manager comes over the intercom, and this is what I get. Move along, buddy. Move along.
She's probably new, you know?
Yeah.
Manager's listening in the
We
whole
can't
time.
even hand out free movie passes anymore. I was disappointed. I drove by the window and showed him the tickets.
Did you
Just-
tell her it was 50 Shades of Grey?
I actually just said free movie passes.
Oh, okay.
So they had their choice. They were $10 gift
Oh, it
cards.
was just okay.
So they could have chose whatever.
Oh.
But, I mean, it was a girl, so we know what she was going to choose. Let's be honest. So I was a little disappointed. And my big question I was ready to ask was, I can't remember what it was. Like in 1971, what was the planet discovered by telescope? That's probably not the correct date, but what was it, Sean?
In 1971, that's a year.
Well, that is a year.
That is a year.
But 1970 would be a year as well.
Pluto? I
It
don't
was
know.
actually Uranus.
Is it really Uranus?
It really was. I think it was 41.
Or is it?
You can fact check me if you want.
That's what I'm here
I
for.
think it's 1941 though, but I was ready for it. The first question was, who was the famous Pixar character that said "to infinity and beyond"?
Well, I mean that's Buzz Lightyear. I mean,
Obviously.
Got it.
Come on.
And the third question, because I was not expecting her to get the second one, was if I were to order the number 1 off your menu, what would I be ordering? So it was pretty.
Don't
strong.
answer. Don't answer.
Don't
Don't
you
do it.
That's right.
give it away.
We don't want to give away anything about that very, very
True.
Not popular.
not popular,
That's right. Millions and billions, sir.
the most unpopular restaurant.
Okay, let's get back to our artists, the important people here. The next artist we have coming up is actually a first, because none of us found him. He found us. Jason, explain it.
Yeah, so he's our first organic music ad, I guess, for our playlist, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm not sure how he found us on Twitter, but he added us, and he's promoting his music. So we gave it a listen, and we actually liked it, surprisingly, that somebody promoting their music like that, we would actually enjoy their song, but here it is. I mean, it's good.
I'm going to read what's on his website because it actually has a pretty strong, powerful message. The artist we're about to play is Craig McKibben, and this is from his website. Craig McKibben is a 21-year-old singer-songwriter from Wichita, Kansas. Originally from Hutchinson, Kansas, he grew up in a very sports-oriented small town. Craig was on a traveling basketball, baseball, and track team for many years. He loved sports and was rather good at them. But everything changed his freshman year of high school when he truly discovered the power of music. Craig became so intrigued with music and other fine arts that he ended up quitting sports altogether to focus on his new passions. It was a difficult transition for him in many ways, but well worth it. He has struggled with anxiety and depression for as long as he can remember, but the effects of this transition to fine arts took everything to an entirely new level. Craig has since been clinically diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. It's been a rough road for him, but he credits music, God, and his niece for keeping him alive. Songwriting is how Craig expresses himself. Some people go on a run or drive around the block when they're upset, but Craig writes. He doesn't let his issues define him or slow him down. He's a hardworking artist with a huge dream. Music isn't just a hobby or a way to get famous for Craig. Music is genuinely how he expresses himself, and that is evident in Craig McKibben performances. He is vulnerable in every aspect and is not afraid to write and sing about his difficult past and current issues.
It's a good message.
It is. It's powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for us to come up here and talk. And I don't think we, though, have any idea of how hard it is for him to perform. I mean, we're behind a camera. If we have mistakes, we can record over them. But we're getting away from that. We're not going to do that anymore.
Just let it ride.
We're just
We're
letting it
not
ride.
going to make any mistakes.
That's right. But
We're going to be perfect.
But for someone with those disorders and anxieties, I mean, to get up there and perform, I can't even imagine. And for him to push through that and go for his dream is what we're all about, too. We want to help him promote that. So, again, he found us. We thank him for that. And we're going to get to the music as soon as there we go. Computer went off for a sec. We're going to get to his song right now. And like you said, you can tell he definitely writes from a place of passion, his feelings. And like I said, we really like that about him. And so up next is Craig McKibben with Who Knew.
You came, you left, and left these scars on me. Like I meant nothing at all, nothing at all. Oh yeah, you wrecked my world was more than fine. Until you let it all go, you let it all go. I gave it all. Now here I stand, half a soul. Who knew that you could be so cruel to me? And who knew that you would ever leave? And given all we've been through, and given all the crazy times, who knew? And who knew? Whoa, who knew? We had it all, I gave you everything, and now you're nothing but a memory, a memory. You packed your bags and hit the road. I didn't even get your sympathy, your sympathy. I gave it all, gave it all. Now here I stand, half a soul. Who knew that you could be so cruel to me? And who knew that you would ever leave? And given all we've been through, and given all the crazy times, who knew? And
Craig McKibben with Who Knew.
There it is. I like it.
I think he's good. He's pushing for what he wants, and you can never go wrong with going for what you want to do in life.
And he's a local Kansas boy.
He is. And
That's right.
I don't think we've ever actually said where we're based out of, but obviously from that, we are a show from Kansas. Kansas City, Lawrence, Topeka, everywhere. Northeast Kansas.
Yeah.
But he's a local guy, and
From Hutch.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
small community.
Yep.
Go for it, man. Nothing wrong with going for it. Let me get to his social media before you get to my fact check.
Yeah, we want to
can't
fact
even
check that,
yeah.
but we'll do that first.
Let me get Craig McKibben's social media. Twitter, you can follow him at Craig McKibben. Facebook, search Craig McKibben Music, and his website is www.craigmckibbenmusic.com. Pretty simple. Also, Encore Up follows him, so just go to our Twitter page at Encore Up Radio, and they're all there.
Yeah, we like what you do. Keep it up. Keep going. Make it happen.
All right, so the fact
right.
check, I was a little off on my date.
Well,
Just a little bit.
just
right?
well, so I went and looked at a few different ones because, I thought if it's Uranus, well, what would that be? So I just kind of typed it in. And according to, I don't know, coolcosmos.edu.
Before
It's
you,
EDU.
okay, wait.
It's an EDU.
Just let me
It's
interrupt
not,
here.
it's
Let me
not
interrupt.
Wikipedia. So.
Before you do fact check me, which I was way off, people, I do want you to know. There's the question right there.
Oh, see, you got it
With
right
the
there.
right
You
one.
just
Look.
okay.
Okay, people, it's right there.
Okay, you
If
got to run.
watch the YouTube channel, you will see that I was right, but I was really wrong when I guessed what the date was. Go for it.
Well, he confused me. In 1941, the only thing I could think of would be like Pluto because it'd be hard to see,
Yeah.
So that's why I said Pluto. Yeah, so it was 1781, which
I
is
got
what
the
you.
one.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
I
one.
mean,
Pretty close.
you had a 7 in there. There was a 9er.
So you're telling me if I would have said the correct date of 1781?
Oh, I would have got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I would have known. Cause
Easily.
I know.
Who doesn't
I
know
know
that?
his humor.
Astronomy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could look at a telescope in 1781.
I was a glimmer in my great grandparents' eye. Yeah. All right.
All right. Last band of the night, the Eden Project. I've been digging on them, and I'm not going to lie, Eden Project. We've had some trouble finding some info on you to get it out there. So I'm going to my backup here. Jason Conley and Don Shaniels, what did you find?
Well, he's from Ireland.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I mean, he's from Ireland. I think he's around 21, 22. I mean, he's a pretty young guy.
Not born in 1781.
Not born in 1781. Not even 1981. He's from Dublin, Ireland. I know he's taking classes right now, but I'm not quite sure where. That's about all we know about him.
Stalking this guy?
Dude, I looked this up on Facebook and stuff. This is all I can find.
Like
I'm
I said, he's
going back through
only
his-
going to be on the show every once in a while to let him scare you.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help us out here.
All right. Well, to close us out tonight is the Eden Project with the song Jupiter.
Can you hear me at this time? Just a minute, let me find my thoughts. Cause I can't think straight in the silence. And Jupiter ain't seen a storm like this, no. Cause it's so hot out on the sidelines when I just wanna blow this 10 miles wide. And I can't help but keep on thinking these thoughts are gonna bury me alive. But this jealousy won't get the best of me, yeah. Maybe if I just had more patience I could be, yeah. So far from here, and the stars, they'll guide me on. And I falter, and everything is crumbling down. 'Cause it does and it will. It's not heaven. We got so close. In the aftermath, this vacuum seems lifeless. The afterglow makes the past so inviting. Oh no. Say that I'm caught up in my head, lost and found, but I know exactly where I wish I was. If I could only just keep on moving, cause I got a vision. If I can, I'm running to wherever I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go, but these words lose their meaning, cause I just keep repeating them like that'll make them come alive. But they're only words and you know it. You've always known better than I do, and it feels like I know nothing but envy. Maybe if I just had more patience, I would be so far from here. And the stars, they'll guide me home. I falter, then everything's crumbling down, 'cause it has and it will. You're no angel. Oh, we got so close. And I fell for every word. Who knew that maybe I wanted you to? Who knew? Who knew?
And that was the Eden Project again with Jupiter. To close out our musical guest for tonight, you can find the Eden Project. I can't read your handwriting, Jason. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, their Twitter's it's Eden Project, and their Facebook is the Eden Project Official.
I thought we had good groups on tonight.
Yeah, they were good. I like it.
New stuff, getting it out there. Like
Everything that I heard tonight, I would listen to. I'd probably hear on the radio, normally. So
trying to get it out there.
Right. Just make it happen for them.
Find us, people. Find us. We're out there looking hard, but we want people to send us their stuff too. Craig, you were the first one, man, and he found us, and we're going to put it out there. We want to promote it. So in closing tonight, we're going to do this could be a new segment we're going to start. And this was the Don's idea. We're going to call it Shout-Outs. So, since it's your idea, we're going to let you start off with your shout-out or shout-outs. What are you shouting out to, man?
All right, so my shout-out of the week has to go to the Dancing Man. If you guys don't know this story, there's a guy who was on 4chan, a couple pictures of this gentleman who was at a concert, I believe, of some sort, and he was dancing, and then some people made fun of him, and there's another picture of him kind of like a really saddened, like disheartened man. He looks really sad. Like, it's almost heartbreaking to look at the picture. I can't look at it. You have it up on the screen. It's making me want to cry. So, anyway, so people were looking for him and trying to support him. He's a heavier set guy, and his name is Sean. They finally found him. And my shout-out goes to him for wanting to have a good time, and, I know that you got made fun of, and some stuff happened there, and I know, the kind of the end of the story was that they were looking for him, and some women found him. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people on Twitter that were looking for him, and really just wanted to show, their support for him, and kind of, know that what was more important was the fact that he was, enjoying life.
Being himself.
Yeah, being himself.
I mean, don't worry what other people think.
Right, exactly. So my shout-out goes to Sean, the Dancing Man.
Don, the Dancing Man.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, what's your shout-out?
I'd like to give a shout-out to all those ladies that are inviting Don. Sean?
No, Sean.
Don.
Yeah,
okay, Sean to L.A. for the party. Send me an invite to that party.
Me too.
Sounds like
me
fun.
too. Hey, me too.
I have about the same dancing skills. It looks like I'm gonna
He's
make
better
fun
than
of
Hey,
him a little bit.
Sean, we have the same name, okay?
No,
I mean,
no,
well, no, we
Sean.
don't. No, we don't. Wait, or do we?
You do.
Okay.
Anyway, you could find me at Encore Up Radio on Twitter, and I'd be glad to come dance for you as well. I'm terrible, but I'd love to have fun too. That's it. That's it for me.
All right. Well, my shout out is going to go to Monster Zero Ultra Energy for keeping me up late at night to do this show. Look, Monster, right there, baby. Throw some shirts. That's all I'm asking. Maybe a free case.
Yeah, free case
You're
or
helping.
five.
That's my shout out, man. This gets me through.
Wow,
Pumps me
you're
up.
gonna advertise on your.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're advertising.
You know what? I'm
not sure
also going to give a shout out to the great artists that have let us play them on our show.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely got to shout to all of them.
Well, we appreciate everything that they've done. Allowing us to
Oh yeah.
to really allow their music to be played on this show. So hopefully we can in turn help them.
And again, that tonight's artists were Meadowlark, Chelsea Lanks, Craig McKibben, and the Eden Project to end it. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in, listening. Thank you, artists. We need you. We want to get your stuff out there. We hope the people that do listen to us, and right now we know it's few, but we're going to keep pushing to get better. We're going for what we love, what we want to do, and we really like doing this, so we're going to keep putting it out there. Please spread the message, and we want to thank everyone again for listening, and tune in next week for a great show with great artists. This is Encore Up Radio, and we'll talk to you all next week.